I can't believe how much old media people still have. They don't throw it away, and for whatever reason, it takes them a while sometimes to pull the trigger and get it transferred. But from the day I opened my door to the day to today, I have never had 0 projects in my studio. There's always something for me to be working on. There's always something new coming in the door. And any fears that I had about running out of things to do, that vanished a long time ago. So I pulled the trigger, 8 years ago to become part of Home Video Studio. Haven't regretted it for 1 second.
Hello, my name is Kate Ondrasik, and I'm a home video studio owner in Mount Dora, Florida, which is a small city outside of Orlando, Florida, and I've been an owner for 8 years now.
My name is Michael Ondrasik, and I own a home video studio in Mount Dora, Florida, and we started in July of 2014.
Hi, my name is Barry Shago. I'm the owner of Home Video Studio Columbus Northwest in Columbus, Ohio, and I started my studio in 2021.
My name is Arthur Zepeda. I own Home Video Studio Visalia in Visalia, California, and I started in 2008.
My name is Cheryl Kennedy, Home Video Studio in Green Cove Springs, Florida, which is just south of Jacksonville, Florida. I opened my studio in the fall of 2019.
Hi, my name is John Failing. I'm from Arvada, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver, and I opened my studio in January of 2018.
My name is Wendell Timothy. My studio is Home Video Studio, Birmingham, Alabama, and I've been a studio owner since March of 2021.
I'm Kelly Grotti. I'm from Elk River, Minnesota. My home video studio was started in 2011.
Hi, my name is Kyle Cooley. I run Cooley Video Services. It's a home video studio in Monroe, Michigan.
Hello, my name is Tina Bright. I have Home Video Studio in Lowell, Arkansas. We've been in business since May of 2022.
The best thing about Home Video Studio is that everyone needs to preserve their memories. Whether they know it or not, everyone has a memory in their household, whether it's a photo or slide, a VHS tape, 8mm film, something in their household that they may not remember, but when they come across it, they'll recognize the opportunity to preserve that memory.
My favorite profit center is transferring videotapes. And the reason is that I can do it in the background, I can do it all day long at the same time as I'm running my other business, because I just have to stop what I'm doing, set my timer, and I can run 4 or 5 tapes, 4 or 5 orders at the same time. It takes me 5-10 minutes to set it up, and then I can go on and either edit, or I can do paperwork or answer telephones or do whatever. It frees your day up, and it's my favorite profit center by far.
Of all of them, my favorite is Video Keepsakes. Video Keepsakes for special events like anniversaries or birthdays, or even for celebration of life events. Clients will bring you little bits of video that they have of a loved one, photographs, slides. They'll tell you their favorite songs, and then you get to put it together into a beautiful package. And my favorite part is when they come in as a family and they watch the video in front of you, and they start to laugh and cry happy tears watching the travelogue of their loved one's life go by. It's more than a profit center. It's more of we call it service lines, because with the risk of sounding a little corny, we do believe that we are a community service. And when you see what you bring to families, you really do realize you're giving them a gift. And more importantly, they give you a gift, because it's such a joy to do it. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite, Video Keepsakes.
I kind of go back and forth. I do really enjoy film. And the process of film, I'm very mechanical and methodical and really try for perfection as best I can with the process. And I like just the fact that there's motion related to it, there's machinery to it, there's a lot it's a great process of going from from working hands-on with the film, transferring it, and then of course editing it. And yeah, I like just the old equipment. Everything now streaming or on your phone or computer is just touching things, but there's no noise, there's no gears, there's no motors, there's no physical part to it. And so I really like the fact that things are whirling and twirling and making noise, and it's all hands-on.
My favorite profit center of home video studio is film transfer. I love seeing all those old home movies that come through my studio, seeing familiar scenes like Disneyland, volleyball games, barbecues, all kinds of locations throughout the world. It puts me back and realize that I'm really blessed to be doing this business.
It's hard for me to pick one profit center. Part of my personality is that I like all aspects of video production. I love shooting, I love editing, I love taking a client's precious memories and converting those for them. So quite honestly, I don't think I can pick one profit center. I feel like there are ebbs and flows in the work that comes in, and I feel like because of my background in video production with other companies, I just kind of go with what's happening that week or what a client needs. I do enjoy recording life stories, so maybe that would be kind of at the top. I love hearing stories and recording stories that people have on video for them, but it's hard to pick just one. They're all great.
My favorite part of the business is transferring tapes and film for customers and letting them see things that they've not seen for years. The great thing about this business is your customers are very rarely, if ever, I don't think I've ever had an unhappy customer because you're creating and giving back to them their memories in a way that, just they're happy about it. They're always happy when they pick things up. So that's the best thing. I mean, I've never worked in a job that you didn't have customers at some point that were unhappy, but almost everybody is happy when they leave the studio, and they'll come back and they'll bring more things back in. So it's really that, just seeing whether it's a relative that's passed away or their own childhood memories, those types of things. It's just the joy in people's faces when you deliver their projects back to them.
My favorite profit center with home video studio, I would say, is video production. I've done a lot of video transfers since I started in March of last year, and that's probably that's the predominant profit center that I'm currently working on. But I still have the great passion for video production, and I still do a few jobs every year.
Well, a lot of what we do in the studio is geared toward family memories and the transfer from analog to digital, so people can enjoy the memories. I get tapes and film all the time that people can't access anymore. They don't have the equipment to play these archaic, obsolete media. That's what we do for them, is we transfer them over to digital media that can be played with today's equipment. But beyond that, for studio owners that have the desire to want to grow as an artist, the production side of the business is also something that's available to them. And it gets taught at various points of the year by the owners of home video studio. One of the total immersion events that we have, where you can just jump in with both feet in a no risk kind of situation. We have a competition called Backlot. It happens at our getaway, and what that means is that people come in with their cameras and their mics and whatever else equipment that they need in order to shoot a small film. And from the beginning of their time here till I think it's about the day before the award ceremony, they are involved in making a small film. The first year that was offered, I think, was in 2017 or 2018, and I participated with two other studio owners, and we made a short commercial for DVA called The DVA Kid. Happened to win the Hanley Award for that. It turned out brilliantly, and available on YouTube if you look it up. The DVA Kid, check it out. It's a great film.
in the history or in our business, there's basically what I tell my customers is there's 3 things you can do with your precious memories. You can put them on a DVD, which is kind of traditional and probably not going to be around forever. You can put them on a USB digital file, which is kind of flexible if you're more of a professional or a prosumer type person, but there's always the possibility you can erase it and it can disappear because it's just like a computer file and everybody's had their computer crash. Or you can use digital video archive, which allows you to put things up in the cloud where it can be accessed by your friends and family the world over. All they need is an internet connection and they can use their computer, their smartphone, their smart TV, their iPad. It's a really very flexible, forward-thinking technology.
Digital Video Archive is another reason that I decided to join Home Video Studio. When I initially looked back in 2007, we were only going to DVDs at the time, and I knew there was going to be something else. There was no streaming at that time, but DVA is the future of video transfers, in my opinion. It puts your old family movies up in the cloud. You can watch them just like Netflix, anytime, anywhere. You can share them with up to 50 other users. So friends and family that are distant can log in and see the same thing that the customer is seeing at home. It's a great service, and it's going to be #1 thing that we do very soon.
During my 24-year sales career, I had an inkling that I always wanted to do stuff with video. Over the course of 24 years, I've always had my hands in video and audio. I've done wedding videography, I've done audio and video for churches, and I've always done things on the side. And as luck would have it, the opportunity came where I could go into home video studio full time. I was aware of the opportunity years ago, but never followed up since I did have a career. But when things changed, I thought this was a sign that this was the time to join home video studio.
I chose teaching as a profession. I really enjoyed teaching a lot, but I knew that as I got to my 30-year mark, I was going to be less and less enamored with the process as time went on. And I did not want to be an angry old school teacher in the classroom. I wanted to be someone who always was energetic and enthusiastic. And so I sort of wanted to plan my exit from teaching, but I was too young to retire and do nothing, so I needed something to fill my time. And I've always been interested in technology. So when I researched home video studio, I thought it was a really good fit for me, and it's turned out to be a perfect fit.
For 30 years prior to joining home video studio, I was a board-certified family physician in the Tampa, Florida area.
The story of my journey, initially I checked into home video studio clear back in 2007 when I was leaving the newspaper business. And at that time, I just wasn't ready. My kids were small, wasn't ready to make that leap. As my kids grew, and I was still, that was always kind of in the back of my mind. I've always wanted to do video. I've always done it as a hobby. So I contacted Robert again, went to the getaway last year in Clearwater, Florida, and we spoke some more, and I signed on.
So throughout my video production career, I often would get Video Maker magazine, and in the back of the magazine there was a little ad for a home video studio. And I remember seeing that and thinking, that's kind of cool. I always had really wonderful jobs with great organizations, but I kind of in the back of my mind, I always thought, that would be something that I'd love to do at some point in my life. And so there was even one time where I cut that ad out, and I just kind of saved it for years because I didn't want to forget, hoping that one day I might be able to look into it further.
I had been trying to start my own video services business for quite some time before that, and when I read the ad, I realized I need to call and find out more about home video studio, which I did, and that's when I first talked to Robert Hanley.
I was in my office and doing my normal daily job. And he works from home because of the COVID and situation. So he comes into my office, he says, Tina, I found this thing on Facebook. It's video conversion. It's doing some photography stuff. But he said that this, I know it sounds funny, but this is something I really want to do. He says, I think this, I found my niche. He said, I've been doing weddings and senior photos and all of this for years, and this really fits with that. He said, I would really like for you to take a look at it. And so he showed me, a video on YouTube. And then we got on the phone with Robert and decided to set up time with him at the home office in Indianapolis. And Keith, he doesn't just do things for the moment. He really likes to plan things out. He's very frugal with the money. But when I saw his passion, his excitement, I knew it was really important to him. So I knew I needed to be supportive of him.
I spent 32 years in an industry that I was very good at, transportation and logistics. It paid me very well. I can't say I really loved doing the job. It was something that I was good at and was compensated for. I can say without hesitation, I truly love what I'm doing now. Being able to work with people, being able to help them, seeing the emotional impact that what we do has on their lives is as rewarding as anything I've ever experienced.
I think if you're thinking about home video studio and you have an interest and you feel like this is something that you would enjoy doing, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Talk to other owners, do your due diligence and everything else. But if you're passionate about video and you like tech stuff and you like working with people and making people happy, this is a fantastic business and you should give it your utmost consideration.
I'm Cheryl Kennedy, Home Video Studio, Green Cove Springs. See you soon.
See you later.
Goodbye, everyone. It's been a pleasure being here, and I hope that you become part of the family.
This is Tina Bright with Home Video Studio, Lowell, Arkansas, saying bye, see you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
I am Kate Andrasik, home video studio owner in Mount Dora, Florida. I wish you good success.
Hope to see you in our studio at some point or at a future home video studio getaway event.